this computer. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sky's the Limit podcast. My name is Skye Monch. I am your host, and I am joined by the one and only super mom, race crushing Jackie Herring. Welcome back, Jackie. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back on the pod. And I was like almost reaching like co-host status. And then we took such a long break that now we gotta like get back in
Yeah,
the rhythm of it.
we got to get the
So
momentum going again. We
yeah,
just
for
looked
sure.
back, and it's been over 2 months since Jackie and I have published an episode together. And honestly, those 2 months have flown by. So, what have you been up to, Jackie? Give us a 2 second debrief.
Well, people might be able to see more what I've been up to because I've actually started racing already. So
Yes.
yes, I was training my life away in my basement all winter long and preparing for the springtime race season. And if I can, I think I did a pretty good job preparing because I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
And I went down to Dallas. We took the family down there. The kids had spring break, and Mark's got a bunch of family. So we stayed with the Texas Herrings, we call them.
Nice.
Um, he's got his aunt and uncle and a bunch of cousins. So we did the Dallas 70.3 and then went
And you won
home.
it. Don't be humble. You won Dallas
And I
70.3.
won it in a
Yes.
really, like, honestly, kind of like epic way because we had a staggered start. And so I had to run shoulder to shoulder with this girl who
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually 30 seconds ahead of me
Oh, my
because she
gosh.
started 30 seconds after me. So I spent the whole run trying to figure out how in the world I was going to get away from her and then somehow produce a 30-second gap. So
That's
it was actually
epic.
a really unique challenge that I really enjoyed in a really strange way. So that was that. And then we spent a couple days in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Mm.
So we did like a proper spring break and
Oh,
then
nice.
got home. I jammed in one 18-mile run real quick because I'm also trying to get ready for Ironman Texas.
Yeah.
Uh, and then, yeah, just did Oceanside just yesterday. So that's kind of my life.
So, was the 18-mile run pretty much like the biggest session you did between the two things, or did you get in some good cycling as well? Two
You know,
races.
our weather, the weather was um not good for long riding, and
Yeah.
I have burned the trainer candle pretty low. So I did I did a few more like 3-hour rides.
Yeah.
I think I did a handful of threes, but I think yeah, my tolerance once you get outside
It's
and get a
hard.
taste for it, it like resets your trainer tolerance. So
Yes.
now it's back down.
Well, and the other thing you missed that I remember is that you went and did a camp with Paula and the TTL crew in
Hmm.
Vegas area, like Lake Henderson. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It was
That looked
really
fun.
nice.
Yeah,
Honestly, I would go there over Tucson
really.
because there's, there's that Lake Mead. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a state park or something. So people have to have a pass to drive on this road. So
Nice.
there's a whole section of roads where there's hardly any cars. The
I was
roads
gonna
are in good
ask.
shape.
Yeah.
I mean, the pool, the swimming's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Running is nice. Like it was really, really nice for training
Did
there.
you have to drive to ride? You
Not
know?
necessarily. No,
Okay.
we stayed where we stayed for that PTO race there. Or
Oh, I didn't go to
did you do
that.
that?
No, I
Oh,
think I
yeah,
was
you were probably
pregnant.
pregnant.
I was pregnant.
It's a really nice area. You can ride and run straight from there.
Okay, cool. It did
Yeah.
look nice on the coverage I remember watching. And I
Hmm.
actually have raced Ironman used to have an event there, Silverman. You may
Oh,
remember
yeah.
it. I
Yep.
raced that. That's where I officially got my pro card. So I have a taste. I think we swam in Lake Mead, so I have a taste of the area, but
Yeah. It's
yeah,
nice.
it looked nice and all
Hmm.
the content that Eric captured or whoever captured, it looked
Yeah.
amazing. Well, good. That's awesome. And then I guess I kind of had a training camp, but I more just got out of winter and went to Palm Springs like the week after you we had like back to back out of towns, I think. I'm just
Yeah.
coming up
Well,
with
it
the
looked like you
excuses
had
for why we
it
haven't
looked like you
recorded.
had grandma. It was like grandma camp where you got
Grandma
to have some
camp.
freedom to train. Lois
Yes.
got some grandma time.
Yes, it was very, very nice. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny, like leaving Lois with grandparents, there's just not a lot of guilt and she's having fun and
Yes.
and you don't have to pay for it. Like there's all these perks, and shout out to the grandparents because you know what? I'm sure not every grandparent is willing to commit and spend a week basically babysitting. I mean, to be fair, it's not like it was all day every day, but yeah, my
Yeah.
mother-in-law helped out so much.
That's
And
awesome.
my father-in-law even watched Lois alone a couple times for like an hour. I think he changed his first diaper. I don't know if we've told him yet, and there's no way he'll listen to this, I'm sure. But he like put it on backwards, and it was hilarious because let's just say Lois was not fully covered in the back with the diaper, but all was well. So, but yeah, Palm Springs was amazing. The flexibility and freedom, I guess, I got to enjoy with training was really, really nice, and the weather was perfect, so that was amazing. And I explored some new areas of running and riding there, so it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I honestly didn't
That's
train
awesome.
that much more than I train at home because I was also kind of, it was a little bit vacation. We go to the Indian Wells tennis tournament there, and I went to a few sessions of pro tennis, so that was fun. But
Fun.
yeah, it was a good week. So anyway, but because of that, that is why I did not end up signing up for Dallas. Because you texted me asking me. Because originally I was planning to do Dallas. But then we committed to this trip and I just thought, you know what? I don't want to stress about trying to balance like vacation and training. And then also I would have gotten home on like a Monday and had to leave again like two to 3 days later. And just the amount of stress that would be traveling like with a baby home, and then I didn't know how sleep would go, and I just didn't want to stress myself out. So I thought, you know what? I'll just race later. But I did kind of have some FOMO after the fact. I'm like, man, I should have just gone
No,
and
you
done
had
it.
FOMO. You had FOMO when you saw the start list.
Well, yeah, I saw the start list and I was like, dang, I should have just gone. Not that it was
Yeah.
total, but yeah, there
I mean, it
it wasn't
shaped up to be a
Oceanside
little like harder than it needed to be.
because of the
Uh,
conditions.
the conditions, and I got my very first drafting
Oh
penalty.
yeah, you big drafter.
I was not
No,
drafting,
I know,
but
I
whatever.
know.
Anyway, so I had to stand in a tent for 2 minutes, so that made it extra
Oh
challenge.
yeah, so you won
So,
despite the staggered start. The
despite all the
Yeah,
odds.
you're amazing. You're inspiring all of us. Um, okay.
So what should we go into then, Sky?
Well,
Is it the big reveal of your races, or are we
oh my
saving that
gosh.
suspense?
No, we can talk about it. I'm very
Your
casual about my
fans might
races.
wanna, your
Yeah, for
fans
all
might,
my fans. I do have some people in my DMs being like, "When are you racing?"
they're
And
on the edge of their seats, as am I.
yeah, so I'm going to sign up. I'm going to email tomorrow. I've already booked a flight. I'm going to do Chattanooga 70.3. So I'm excited about that because I love that race and I've done it
Yeah.
many times. I've done the Ironman a couple times. And on top of all that, it's actually doubling as a girls' trip with my training partners here. So
Oh,
Megan,
yay.
who's like my BFF training partner, who I've trained with forever, she's going to do it. And then I don't know if you know Alicia Hill. She lives and trains here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she's doing it as well. So I think we're all, well, no, we are all planning to stay together and travel together. So we all booked our
That is
flights.
so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be
And they're
fun.
both racing pro, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Megan, she hasn't raced much.
She has not raced in a long time. It's been
Yeah.
years. I don't know how many, but she
How
still
does
has a
she still
pro
have her pro
license.
card?
I don't
How
know.
does that work?
I don't know. I actually should ask her. Hold on.
She should check on that.
Yeah. Are we sure Megan's doing it? This is a
Yeah.
good question. Hold on. My dog's trying to get in the room. One sec.
Okay. Well, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know the exact rules for maintaining or getting or keeping your pro card, but
Well, I thought
I'm
it was
sure
like
there
every
are.
3 years you had to have a race performance that
Maybe it is three. I thought it was two.
I do know. I do know this is her last year, actually. We've talked about that. This is her last
Oh,
year of eligibility.
okay.
So
Yeah.
I think there's that as well. Is it like, is she ready to completely, you know, hang it up, or does she want to try to keep
Yeah.
racing pro in the future? So,
She
uh,
just took a pregnancy break while you were pregnant and having a
no,
baby.
yeah,
She's
she's
like,
like,
my
well,
training
Sky's out.
partner's out. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah. And how can you blame her? Training partners do a lot for
Oh,
motivation.
for real.
So yeah,
Speaking of
I'm
pro cards, they need to. We'll get back to your schedule in one sec. I just need
okay.
to riff on pro cards because there was a male pro that we caught up to on the bike ride,
In
which
Oceanside.
is in Oceanside, which is not the place that any woman should be catching a man, in my opinion.
No,
And then he continued to annoy me nearly the whole ride, doing stupid crap, getting in
what
my way.
was he
And
passing
I let
you?
him know about it.
Good.
And I was trying to memorize his number, but I had it in my head until like mile 3 of the run, and then I lost it. But I was trying to memorize his number so I could harass him.
That is so funny.
Not,
Well, you can probably
but
find
just
it.
I'm gonna have to look it up because it's ridiculous. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but if you start 5 minutes ahead and then, oops, you can't even ride away from like the ladies, that's really strange.
Yeah, that is definitely a problem.
Yeah.
Um
Like, how are you a pro, dude?
yeah, he shouldn't be. There
No.
does need to be some
Because then you have to
changes.
do like an extra effort to
Oh,
get
I
around
know.
this person for no reason.
Right. Right. And then you're just at like even higher risk for a drafting penalty. It's very, very stressful to have men in the group because you're like, okay, when's their ego gets in the way. They're like, oh no, this chick just caught me,
Yeah.
so I need to pass her. I'm like, no, no,
I
no.
need to
Just,
repass.
yeah, just
Yeah.
stay in the back. Like,
I said to him, you either go that way or you go that way.
oh
I
my
don't care
gosh.
which way, but I don't want to see you again the whole rest of the day.
I love the
I
way
need
you
to,
say things.
there's two ways out of this, and neither one, I never want to see your front or your back again. Go.
What did he
Like,
choose?
he tried to choose front, but it didn't work. So then he chose back.
That's the thing is like, this is no offense to men, but
Uh,
like the ego tends to get in the way more. So of course he's like, oh, well, then I'll just go up the front.
it didn't work.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, back to your schedule.
No, but and
Chattanooga.
I will add
Okay.
to any male pro, probably not a single male pro listens to this, but like if you know a male pro,
That
the
sucks.
best thing
Oh,
to do is I don't care if you draft off me, but just get out of my way. Like
yeah.
if you want to be right behind me, and not draft, but you know what I mean. If you want to be in the pack with the women, fine, but go to the
Be at the
very back.
back.
Don't
Yeah.
get in our
You can't
race.
be in the middle of it.
No, do not be in the middle of
That's
it.
my problem.
Do not
Yeah.
play leapfrog. Do not
Yeah.
just get to the back and accept that now you get a free
Right.
ride around the course. So, and you know what?
Yeah.
I'll give it
Hope
to you.
I don't even care.
I know. I don't want to
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah. Don't want to see you again, buddy. Out that way or
Yeah.
out that way.
Um,
Uh,
okay. Yeah. So my race schedule. So Chattanooga is for sure on the schedule. And then I was actually signed up for a 25K trail race that was supposed to be yesterday morning. It was going to be
okay.
on Antelope Island here in Salt Lake City. Antelope Island is a place in the middle of the Great Salt Lake, the shrinking Great Salt Lake. Anyway, there's like bison on it. There's also a lot of bugs, and the biting gnats hatched early, and they canceled the race because of it. Because like the biting gnats are so painful and so bad, you wouldn't possibly want to race.
That is such a niche reason to cancel a
I know
race.
biting gnats hatched early because it's been so warm. I told you it's been like 80 degrees the last 2 weeks almost.
Wow.
Um,
So then you had to go long run out in
I
the
went in
world?
long run today. Yeah, by myself. I was gonna
Oh,
race with a friend,
that's a
and
terrible change of plans.
I know. I mean,
I'm sure you did fine.
yeah, it was fine, but I was excited to just like try something new because that's kind of what I want to
Yeah.
do this year is try some new things. It's kind of like an exploration year, see what
Mm,
excites me. So that's kind of what Chattanooga is too. Like go see. I mean, I still like triathlon, but like see if the racing excites me. Like is this exciting? If the big test for Chattanooga for me is to see how well I can do off way less training than I'm used to.
like, how many hours a week are you doing? Because I'm sure you're doing plenty.
Well, yeah, I probably am. I'm doing 14 to 16 hours a week probably right now. And that's
That's plenty for
with no
70.3.
nanny. That's like
Yeah.
3 swims a week in the morning when my husband's home. Then the
Okay, that's
weekend.
what we're worried about. But Chattanooga's perfect for that.
Well, yeah. So the 3 swims, sometimes I get 4, but the 3 swims are usually, I mean, sometimes they're not, but I try to always make them 4 to 5K. So
Okay. So
it's not like three
it's
2K
still
swims.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. And it's pretty quality most of the time.
Yeah.
Um, but I just don't want to give more time to swimming because it takes so long.
Yeah.
Like
I
each
get that.
swim is what, an hour 15 to hour 30, but I'm gone for 2+ hours. Like that's
That's
just how it
so
is.
long. The bang for your buck is not there.
No, it's not there.
Yeah.
So I've just I'm like, you know what? I would rather put the time into my bike and run as well.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
energy, frankly. Because that is the balance, right? You may or may not remember. And you do still have the balance with your kids, but I mean, you're not like carrying around your kids anymore, I don't think, all day,
Yeah.
every
No, I
day.
definitely remember. No, I can't carry
Yes.
them.
But like the energy expenditure of it all, it's like, okay, where does it go? Because
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, it's been going well. The training's been going well. I've
So
been able to
after
be pretty consistent.
Chattanooga,
Yeah, so
you
after
have a plan
Chattanooga,
after?
kind of, I am signed up for a gravel race here in Utah.
Oh,
It's a
cool.
lifetime race. It's called Crusher and the Tusher. It's
Oh, I know all about that.
You do?
I am a huge gravel fan.
Okay,
I watch,
okay.
I mean, I will watched every type of racing in the world. I spend a lot
Especially
of
on the
time on the
trainer.
trainer.
Yeah. Um, so I signed up for that. It's been in Utah for a long time, and I don't know when Lifetime like acquired it, but I signed up for that and I
Are you
tried
in the
to.
pro wave?
Well, that's the story. I
Oh,
literally applied to be in the elite wave. I'm not giving up yet. So I applied and I got rejected and I immediately responded to the email and I was like, "No, I don't think you understand. Like I know how to ride a bike. Like here's all my results." And I said, "I know I don't have anything recent. I had a baby in 2024 and I'm just like getting back to, you know, my old ways or whatever. Like I'm actually training really well on the bike right now." And they're like, "Sorry, you don't have any off-road experience and we're trying to make it a safe experience for our elites." And I was like, "Okay, understood." But I don't know, like I could possibly do a local gravel race before that.
have you done a gravel race before?
No, I haven't. But here's the thing about Crusher. I think it's different than a normal gravel race because it's like two big climbs and part of it's on pavement. Like I think part of the descent is on pavement.
What
Um,
type of gravel is it? Is it super chunky or is it like,
I don't think it's super chunky
yeah? Because the
based on the
the
pictures
thing
I've seen.
is, I mean, these girls do rip so hard,
Yeah.
like around those corners. The where
Yeah.
that's where, like, I did that.
Oh, the Nebraska one?
What's that one in
Is it
Nebraska?
Gravel
Gravel
Worlds?
Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty good. I mean, I ride my bike in all conditions. I was shocked
Really?
where I was really like, okay, there is like a level of skill
Yeah.
here that's a little beyond. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you shouldn't be in it, but I'd say do that one,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
smaller local one,
Yeah.
just to get a feel for like going fast.
Yes.
And they ride that first 20 miles like
Yeah.
um TT, like way
Yeah.
too hard. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Which I'm
So
sure
were
you
you in the
can, but
pro? Were you in the pro
so
field?
I did the shorter distance, but there was some faster people.
Oh, I
That
see.
wasn't like the official pro race, like the 150 was.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
was doing the thing where you do the run, you do the bike.
Yes.
I was doing
Right.
like the double thing. But there was some fast people and they just like wrecked me on the like the speed that they were cornering on gravel. I think I'm like, I am not crashing today.
Yeah. And that is how I will be as well. I don't need to break my
Yeah.
collarbone.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I do
Go.
respect it. Like to be clear, I do respect that they can't just let in anyone. And I said that too. I'm like, I understand like you wouldn't want to just let in some triathlete. And yeah, it's not like I have that much off-road experience, but I guess the reason I want it is because it's
You
a
want
little
to be
more exciting.
challenged.
Yeah, I want to be
Yeah.
challenged. There's a prize purse, and it's not like it's huge. And I, who knows, I could place like last place. But you know what I mean? Like we race. That's why
Yeah.
we race as our job, and so I would like to race as an elite and
Yeah.
be part of that. But anyway, we'll see. There are some local races here, like I mentioned, so maybe I'll do that. That's kind of those are my Chattanooga and this Crusher race are the two that I'm like definitely signed up for. So in between that, I'm thinking, I don't know, like maybe I really, really enjoy Chattanooga and maybe I'm way better than I expect to be off my little bit of training. And then maybe like if I got a world slot, maybe I would accept it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And or if I think, oh, I if I don't get a world slot but I want one, then I could go race again in June. Um
Yep.
so like June is kind of I think I would either do another 70.3 or I'll do a local gravel race here. Dirty Dino, which I've always wanted to do. It's in
Oh,
Vernal, Utah. There's like a dinosaur museum there, I think, is why it's called Dirty Dino. So, but it looks really fun. I've wanted to do it for so many years, but these are the things you don't do when you're hardcore Ironman training and racing. So,
right.
yeah, that's kind of my plan for now. And then I am interested in Boise because it's a drive for me and it would be a pro series race. So it'd be fun to go do a pro series race. But,
It's not that fun.
why? Because
It
that's,
hurts.
yeah. Well, and that's where I'll
It's
see,
more
right?
fun to do a non-pro series race.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm doing Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm
It,
at. I'm not, I've had moments where I fantasize about, oh yeah, I can do an Ironman. Like, but then I just think, I already tried that. Like, let's just, let's just try this first, you know? Don't get ahead of
mhm.
yourself. Um, but it's more I think just because I love Ironman, and then you watch people racing Ironman, and you think I could do that
Yeah.
too.
Well,
But
sure
then
you could, but it's like, what is the lifestyle that you want to build and what do you
yeah,
want your day to day to look like? And you can
exactly.
set it up however you want.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of it.
yeah,
And if you want to set it up to train 20 to 25 hours,
right.
you can do that. And people do it, but it sounds like lately you haven't wanted to do that.
No, I have not wanted to. I want to have the energy to be a mom more than I
Yeah,
want to just be
do
exhausted
an
from doing
Ironman.
Ironman.
Yeah,
And I don't want to have to get a nanny, and I really think I would need to do that to properly execute Ironman training because there is a baseline. There is a baseline you need to do to complete an
yeah,
Ironman even half well. And I'm not going to go just, you know, I did it at Kona, but that was Kona. I'm not going to go just like place 20th at every Ironman I do. Like if I'm doing Ironman, I'm properly doing it, you know? So
yeah.
anyway, it's funny because you can fantasize about these things and like how good I used to be, but then you've you like forget about what it takes and how tired you are and how much work it is. And I mean, you're living it, you're doing it, so you can attest to all that. But even you, though, you're doing it your way, how you want it. And it's
Yeah, I
really
don't like to
admirable.
get too tired. So I really,
Yeah.
I think I do as much as can be done without feeling like I'm burning my candle at both ends.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I, you know, I could see a world where I could do more or do harder or
Right.
something like that. But, kind of where you're at, like it would not be suitable to
For your
do that in my
for your
life
lifestyle.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it would mess it up.
Right. And then
So
you're not
you,
happy because you're not finding the balance that you need to find.
yeah.
I was gonna ask you,
So,
I was just thinking earlier, like because you're I assume you're still coaching yourself.
hmm
How frequently do you adjust your schedule versus what you had planned? Like how frequently do you find yourself or are you planning things day to day? Do you plan it out weeks?
so, so I have like a rough, I think I have like the skeleton of the schedule is always the same.
Yeah,
So,
right.
like, I know I'm swimming every day,
Yeah,
only Monday through Friday, as you know.
hmm
Um, but I
with
did
people.
swim today. Yes, I shall only swim Monday through Friday with people, never
Yeah.
alone. Um, and those times are set. And so, but then yeah, after that, I do a lot of adjusting as far as like workouts go.
Yeah.
Like during, you know, many times I show up to the track and I don't exactly know what I'm doing for my
Yeah.
track workout, but I'm like figuring it. Yeah, I'm seeing how I feel like,
Hmm.
and even when I start out, like if something doesn't feel right, I will adjust distances, but I'm going for like, I pay a lot of attention to uh, like the amount of TSS I'm generating per
Yeah.
workout, pretty much. So I know like how much hard running I'm looking for as a
Right.
whole. And if I feel like things are breaking down, I'll just shorten the distance, increase rest, whatever I got to do to get that overall amount of stress I'm trying to cause to myself.
Do you use heart rate TSS or run TSS with your running?
I use, I don't, I think run
Okay.
TSS.
RTSS.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the right thing to use? I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Like I've been researching this because I've been paying more attention to my TSS as well. So I
Yeah,
was
I
curious.
use the run because heart rate can change a lot based on
Yeah.
conditions.
Mm.
And I guess maybe that would make it more accurate for the actual stress. I don't know.
Well, so I did a little Googling on this because I was
Okay.
curious. Because I think mine was set to run for a long time. And then when I started working with David Tilbury Davis, he set it to heart rate.
Hmm.
And I think run is accurate is good if you're doing like a hard session and the paces that you have set in Training Peaks are accurate to your zones or whatever.
Hmm.
Then that is a good, fairly accurate TSS. But like if you went and did like a chunky trail run where your pace is super slow, but your heart rate was actually quite high, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like then heart rate was
Yes.
probably so you could switch it depending on what
Okay.
you think is most representative of the actual stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
it's going to be pretty standardized for something like a track workout,
yes, exactly.
right? Like
Yes.
that's kind of a
Yes.
thing. The trail run, I do understand that, but
Yeah.
so,
Right.
or for you, if you're like climbing a mountain or getting your vert or whatever you're trying to do over there.
Yeah. I like my uphill running.
Yeah, that is good to do.
How
Yeah.
much overall TSS? Yeah, like tell me more about your TSS. How much overall do you get
Tell
in a
me more.
week? I know because I've been paying
Uh,
so much more attention to this doing it my own, like on my own.
yeah. I'd say, let's see. I think a big-ish week, some big-ish weeks recently were around like 1,000,
Yeah.
something like that. Like, I'm not crushing it. I think people train a lot more
Yeah.
than me.
Yeah.
But I also don't count swimming. That's just bike
Oh,
and run.
okay.
Swimming doesn't factor in because swimming just doesn't, it just doesn't factor in for me.
Swimming is just
It's just a
you
thing.
just like dissociate with it. It's just like
It's, it lives, it's the only thing that's on a set plan.
yeah.
It lives in its own world.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm tired and sometimes I'm not, but it's fine.
Yeah. So if swimming were factored in, you would I think those that sounds like a solid week. Um bike and run for sure.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
can't
I
compare it to anyone else's TSS because I'm my own. All that matters is
totally.
comparing it against yourself.
Totally. And TSS, like if you don't have, it's all based off metrics that you have set in Training Peaks. So if those,
Yeah.
and those can even vary, like, oh, sure, my FTP is set to 260 or whatever, but like, what if it's actually 270 or what, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's all guessing, give or take.
Yeah.
But if it's consistent, then that's the point, right? Like you get
Yep.
an idea.
That's what matters
Yeah. Cool. Oh, well, cool. I wanted to ask you about that
because
actually.
you're on the self-coaching
Yeah, because I'm on the
thing.
self coaching bandwagon.
The
And then
key to
actually,
self-coaching is just don't think too hard about it. Just feel it inside
yeah,
and just follow. If stuff is feeling good, keep going.
yeah. No, totally. And it's kind of fun. Like,
Yeah.
and you mentioned sometimes you get to the track and you don't know what you're doing. I do that all the time with, especially with running. I don't know, with biking, I tend to like pick workouts that I like and I'll
Yeah.
program them into my Training Peaks and then have it just like on erg mode. Do you do that?
Hmm.
Yeah, I love doing
Yes,
that.
100%.
Freaking love doing that.
Yeah.
So that I usually decide, but even then, if I don't feel good, I can adjust the difficulty, right? You can, oh, we're not doing this at 100% today.
Yeah.
We're doing 95. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, but running for sure. I'll have an idea. I'm like, I need to do speed work. I need to get my turnover up, whatever.
Hmm.
Then, but yeah, it is
Yeah.
fun to just make stuff up.
I'm with you on the bike workouts though. Like even if I'm going outside, I
Oh,
still
yeah.
like to put a workout in my Garmin just in case I'm feeling the urge.
Yeah.
Well, I always start it and
Yes.
then I'll either go with it or I'll just cancel it,
Yeah.
depending on the day.
Yeah. For people listening, if you have a Garmin, and I would say for run and bike, you can program your workouts and it's amazing. Like it just guides you
Yeah.
through, it beeps at you. You don't have to sit and watch the timer. I love it. I do it for running too if I can commit before I leave the house. But yeah, I love programming workouts.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
fun.
helpful.
It's very
Yeah. It
helpful.
keeps you on track. If you do a lot of training by yourself, which
Yeah, that too.
I do most everything by myself, it really like keeps you
Yeah.
focused, I'd say.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
engaging.
Yep.
Um well, awesome. What else? Anything else? What do we need to
Um,
catch up on? You
can
have
I just tell you
yeah.
that I am personally very proud of my swim in Oceanside, and I
Yes.
did not touch or have a single contact with any person. And it was what made my swim so enjoyable for me. I just started on the edge and just swam,
And
and it was
you
beautiful. And eventually, when I saw that it had, like, when people were going behind, like I was leaving people,
yeah.
then I just looked over and said, aha, there's the feet I shall swim to. I mean,
Is
if
this your
every swim could be like that and no one's messing with me or touching me, could it just always, then I would
yeah.
be so happy.
Well, you can try it now. You know this is your new race execution.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll always work that way, but
That's amazing. And you had a good
yeah.
swim time? And you were happy with where you were and I guess time we don't care
Yeah.
about, but your placement where you came out.
Yeah, I was really happy. I was like in the I don't know, I think it was like the second group of people. It was
Amazing.
only I mean, I was ahead of people I'm not usually ahead of, which
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
I was like, and not that far behind the front. So, you know,
Well, and it seems like
take
you've
what
been
you get.
swimming a lot. Like you've had your 20K goal here and there. You're swimming like 5 times a week. That's a lot.
Yes, I know. I made an effort. So I was really happy about that at Oceanside. So
Good. Oh,
that's kind of my pat on my back. And
well, I'm proud
otherwise,
of you.
like these girls, Taylor especially is quite fast though, Sky. We got
I
problems in
I
the pro
saw.
series.
All I had to do, Jackie, was open the tracker, look at the results, and see that every single female in the top five ran sub 120 and some very well below sub 120. And actually, I was joking with Megan. We were like, it's time. It's time to either figure out how to freaking run sub 120 every time or retire. That's just the reality. And you
I
know how
mean,
to do it.
I do know how to do that pretty reliably, but the depressing part is when you are running sub 120 and you're still 15 minutes behind.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's when actually I'm like, what is the point? Like, why would I even go to 70.3 worlds?
yeah, true.
Honestly,
Yeah, no, true.
like, I don't like losing by that much. I know I'm not the fastest person, obviously, but I like to feel that I'm part of the race.
Yeah.
And I did feel that. I got a taste of it. You know, running people
Yeah.
down is fun. And I had a really fun chase with Grace Beck,
Oh, yeah.
which I really enjoyed. That did make me feel like I was involved in something. But
Yeah.
for the front of the race to be that far away was like, oh my word.
They were flying and
Yeah.
Sloveg's 114 was she's amazing. She's just
She
amazing.
yeah, she She is. She's like been doing this her whole life.
True.
And I mean, that's like all of them. Like it looks like magically the Norwegians came out of nowhere, but actually they've all been
Yeah.
logged their 10 years and they're
Yeah.
now just ready to crush it.
Yeah. And now they all have, well, not all of them, but the ones we know of, they all have world titles. So they all have incredible sponsor support and funding.
Yeah,
And like that makes a huge difference as well.
it does.
I mean, as long as
I
you
was
can
like,
keep your head on straight.
well, I was thinking about that during the bike ride, even. I'm like, I had terrible legs. You know, some days it's like, your body just doesn't want to quite do what
Yeah.
it's supposed to. But all I kept thinking was, there's been so many like years ago when you have terrible legs, but also like your gear sucks. Like, like you don't have. I'm like, I have terrible legs, but I am on like every piece of equipment I have is brand new.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Like everything is dialed. Like I actually have no good excuses and I got to figure out how to get my legs to match the
Yeah.
situation I have going on here.
Yeah. To match the bike.
Yeah.
Oh my
Otherwise
gosh.
it's bad. So it's true. The support does make a difference, but
Yeah.
yeah. So she's going to keep getting faster.
Well, and I had to go back and look too at her bike time because, of course, the conversation is always about how fast Taylor Knibb rode because she does ride incredibly fast and she's at the front. But like Slovy ran just as fast. Like, didn't she ride just as fast or
Pretty close.
pretty
Yeah.
close? Like within
On
seconds?
that
I don't know. I have
on
to
that
look.
heavy ass felt too. That sucker's like a tank.
Yeah. Well, that's just how strong she is. And she's probably very
She
aero. They've done the testing.
Yeah, absolute beast.
Yeah. Impressive. I heard Felt's coming out with a new bike.
Yeah, probably because this one's 1,000 pounds.
And well, and Daniela Reef works for them now, I think. So maybe she was like,
She'll fix it. Yeah.
please change this. Although she
Yeah.
did pretty well on that bike too. But you have to
She's
be,
also a beast.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm
that,
not going to ride that bike. Obviously, I just will never have a sponsorship from them now.
neither, I mean, maybe the new one, never say
Maybe they'll
never.
fix it and say we can change your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
There.
Um, well, that's really cool. How else was the vibe? Like, how were the other pros? I don't know. Is there like good camaraderie?
Yeah, there seems to be pretty good camaraderie. I don't know. I mean, I'm just busy doing my job, convincing every woman to go start a family.
Oh my gosh,
I'm just like living on my soapbox of
yeah,
how
have a
momming is great. Uh,
no, seriously, I read a couple posts. I will not name names. I read a couple post race posts after racing recently, and I was like, they just need to have a baby. Like, if you have a baby, you literally will not care how your race went. I mean, you'll care, but like, it'll just
but
be
in
like,
a
I
different
actually
way.
don't care anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I have this insane love for this child, and my life is so good outside of racing. It's okay. Like, it's gonna be okay. And I think you just have a complete perspective shift, as you know.
Yes. Yeah. I think it can fix a lot of stuff that's wrong. Give people a purpose much bigger than
Yes.
thinking that sport is their purpose.
Yeah.
Um, and I think people, you can feel lost and you can feel like a lot of things. And
Mm-hmm.
having, you know, something like family and something to
Mm-hmm.
focus on that's way more important, I think allows you to just open up the freedom to race without being
Mm-hmm.
stressed about it.
Yeah.
So, yep, I did my mom evangelizing, and I'm pretty sure we've got a couple buns in the oven.
Wait,
Very,
really?
no, not really, but
But it's
probably very soon.
okay. Yeah, basically, just know that Jackie also told me I just need to have a baby. Like she just, and then I did, and I'm just so glad you did. I
Look
mean,
how happy you are now.
I am
And
so
Holly,
happy.
everybody,
I know
all the new moms, they're very happy.
we're very happy, and you know what? Yes, it makes training Logistically, it makes training more difficult. Even energy levels, yes, it does make things more difficult. But I don't know if you saw Jess Learmont's post. She just announced that she's pregnant again. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, Paula told me. No, I didn't see it.
So she's pregnant with number two, and I just loved what she said in her post. Hold on, I just
I'm
need to
gonna
look it
pull it
up
up.
because I
Yep.
will not say it as well as she did.
Yep. Let me look
Because
it up.
it's so true. I'm going to read it. The last paragraph is what I'm going to read. I hope it can be a small reminder to other women careers and motherhood aren't mutually exclusive. Your path may look a little different for a while, but it's certainly not over. If it takes a while to return and it's not straightforward, you won't care. You've got a precious gift. And I could
That's it.
not say it better because that's how I feel, right? Like I have not come back the way I thought. I'm not even I don't even want to do Iron Man right now. Like that's my and I don't
Yeah.
care. Like
Yeah.
and sponsors drop me and yeah, whatever, like free bikes are nice, but I kind of don't care because I can still do it and I love Lois so much, and my life is just so much more full.
Yeah. I think that's really it is you have to just like recognize. I think it makes you take a step back and say, I'm on my own path
Yeah.
and it's not going to look like what anybody else is doing. And it's different for every single person with sponsors, with how you
Yes.
come back.
Yeah.
And it makes you just like completely like change and drop your expectations for everything and just
Yes.
say, like, okay, like, you're going to, you figure it out. And, you have
Yeah.
another kid or you don't. And
Yeah.
you come back to sport or you don't, or you do it a different way.
And it's all fine.
It's all fine. It's
And it's
crazy.
all fine. And you know what I sometimes think about a lot is like how much social media affects this. And even for myself, I'm like, what would I do if there was no social media? Like, would I feel some of the things that I feel? Like maybe some pressure or like, oh, I'm not good enough to hack it as a mom, or like, oh, I'm not tough enough, or oh, I can't just push through the sleep deprivation. Like all these things that sometimes
Hmm.
creep into my mind, but then it's just like, first of all, no one actually cares. But why am I even thinking that? Is it just because social media, like these women who come back and kick ass so fast, they get all these praise, right? But
Yeah.
if you don't, like,
Yeah, they get all that, but we don't see behind the curtain of what that
exactly,
actually is happening in their life. And
right.
that's where the social media does mess up people's minds
Yeah.
and screws you up. And I think that's why everyone gets, not everyone, but people have the postpartum depression. I think that's a
Yeah.
comparison issue. They're falling down the
Yes.
trap of this person's doing this amazing thing and their life's like this, and it's like their life isn't actually probably like that. They're
Yeah.
probably like they're wiping up poopy butts
Yeah.
and like they're
Someone's,
up 15 times a night just like you are. They're
yeah.
just not posting pictures of it.
Yeah. No, exactly. It's so true. And I think we all know that, but
Yeah.
when you're scrolling through Instagram, that's not what is actually processing in your brain. You have to
Yeah.
like get off it and be like, hold on,
Right.
that's not the
Yeah.
full story. Yeah.
Yeah. When in doubt, just
Just get
delete it off
off.
your phone for a week and call it good.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
I
what I
do
used
delete
to
it
do.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when the kids were little, I would just, because I had no sponsors. I got dropped by everybody at that time, so I just
Yeah.
fully deleted it. I'm like, nobody gives a crap what I'm doing.
No one's paying me to post.
I got nothing going on here. So
Yeah.
it was a different time back then too, of course. But
Yeah, for sure. Although I do feel like Instagram is changing a lot now. It just doesn't feel personal at all. Like I don't even see anyone I follow except like 10 people, because it's all just like
yeah,
these viral things that match my algorithm.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, we didn't want to take too much time because this is our latest recording
It's
ever.
nighttime.
It's
Yeah,
nighttime. We're going to go to bed. I'm swimming at 7 a.m. Go me. I know
I'm swimming
that's,
at 6 because I'm psycho and it's an outdoor pool.
you're amazing. I avoid the 6 a.m.
Uh,
hour if possible, but
well, I found a master's
oh,
and
good.
you know how I go. So
Yeah. You're amazing. You gotta swim with people, otherwise you don't
Yeah.
swim.
I don't even know these people. I don't even know if anyone can swim at this Masters.
I'm sure, especially at 6 a.m. That's a hardcore group.
I hope so. Yep.
Um,
Okay. Well, this was fun.
it was fun. I
And
feel like we have
I
more to catch
hope,
up on, but we gotta go to bed. So we'll do it
yeah,
soon.
maybe we can try again in a week or two.
Yeah, or
Okay.
definitely after Ironman Texas in case it's too crazy for you. But
It won't be because eventually I'll taper and then I'll have more time.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you let me
Remember
know.
that?
We will
Okay.
be back sooner than 2 months from now. That is our promise. Okay, well, thank you for listening, everyone. If there's any questions you have for us, anything you want to hear us chat about, just leave it in the comments and we will take note for next time because we love the ideas. Okay,
Okay.
have
Thank
a good
you.
one. Bye.
Bye bye.